I've been cursed with the duty of making this speech.
Bless, Colin.
Yeah, bless, yes. Let me speak for a few moments about the new couple. First, I should introduce myself. My name is Colin.
Did you just videotape him there? Or what is it like?
I've been blessed with the honor of being Derek's best man. Derek and I grew up together, and it means a tremendous amount to me to be invited to share this day with him and Christy. I know that they would also like to thank all of you for being here with them as well.
It's true, he's got that. It's his speech.
Him being behind me makes this a little bit easier. I'll start by thanking the bridesmaids for all of their work in making today go off without a hitch. You all look lovely and are just barely outshone by the groomsmen.
That was funny. Thanks, Dad. That was funny.
Unfortunately, the groomsmen still are outdone by Christy, the lovely bride. She is the personification of beauty, not just today, but every day that I see her. That's Derek's line. Derek is an unbelievably lucky man to have somehow fooled you into marrying him. I'm convinced drugs were involved. I guess it really is better to be lucky than good. Cheap shots.
You're right. You got the microphone.
Let me also thank Sandy, Bruce, and Vivian for hosting all of us here today. The venue and preparations are exquisite, and we're all enjoying them very much. Furthermore, I'm quite sure that you don't give away something so beautiful every day, especially when the recipient looks as unwholesome as Derek. Let me assure you, though, that despite his looks, his foul language, his distasteful sense of humor, and his low earning potential, you've given your daughter to one of the best people I know. To be fair, that might be more judgment of my friends than anything else. Let me also quickly acknowledge Derek's parents as well. Moving on. You should. I know them the best. Somehow, you managed to domesticate him enough to be able to marry this beautiful woman. Despite my best efforts, you won this round. Derek and I were certainly a handful growing up, and we took a very roundabout way to reaching any semblance of adulthood. There were times where I was certain Derek and I had successfully defeated the tyranny of Chris and Jones' rule, but they were resilient. I'm quite certain there were parental negotiations taking place in that household where Chris would say something along the lines of, I could kill them both, and we'd still have Maya. Derek and I had many misadventures, and I wish I could regale you all with those stories. Unfortunately, some of those investigations have yet to be closed, and I'm unclear about the statute of limitations. So let me tell you this story instead. Derek and I were probably 16 years old, and I had stayed the night on his floor at his house in Briar.
I know how this one ends.
I do too. Sleeping on the floor in his room. And at some point in the morning, Derek tried half-heartedly to wake me up.
I know how this one ends too.
It goes on. Not me.
Evidently, I was hard to wake, so he started unearthing minor explosives from the recesses of his room. Derek's method of waking me up that day necessitated the use of a firecracker and a flame. Let me assure you there are more pleasant ways to wake up. Skip forward 9 years to Halloween of last year, and I'm sleeping at Derek and Christy's house in the guest room. The only evolution over those 9 years was was that now the fireworks were being kept in the garage, and Chrissy insisted that Derek use a metal bucket to keep from singeing the carpet in the house. The metal bucket did not make the experience any more enjoyable. Skip forward one last time to a few months ago, where again I'm waking up at Derek and Chrissy's house, but this time Chrissy is gently nudging me awake with a mischievous grin on her face, holding a firecracker, a lighter, and a bucket. That was the moment that I knew she was the one. Derek and Chrissy are two of the kindest, most generous, and loving people that I know. They're funny, selfless, and genuine. Chrissy is quite attractive. We should all be so lucky to have friends as great as them, and I'm thankful that I do. As they begin the rest of their lives together today, I want you to know that I will always be available to either of you, should either of you ever call on me.
Babysitter.
I live in Boston. I also know that you two will continue to lead a life full of love and admiration for each other. Treat each other well, respect one another, be open and honest, and know that sometimes life requires you to take things one step at a time with a sense of humor. Love each other unconditionally. I love you both very much, and I would like to ask everyone to raise a glass and toast the new couple with me.
Salud.
Oh, we're not done yet. Do everything with love and try to love everything that you do. And most importantly, continue to love each other. To the new couple.
Someone's crying.
May you be as generous and free with your love as you have been with all of us here tonight. May you be kind and tender when something hurts. May you forgive deeply and easily. May you be a comfort to each other and find ease and rest. May you smile, hug, touch, play, and cohort as much as possible.
You got that.
May you be blessed with happiness and joy. To Derek and Christine.
Alright, wedding's over.
I love you both. I love you both very, very much. And here's to a long and happy life together.
Yeah.
It is obvious, Derek, thank you. These two are off the hook. They're always down to have a good time. They appear to love each other. They're gonna make a baby. And I prepared a lot of words I won't say. Which doesn't leave me a lot to say. So, you guys are gonna have a good time for years. Just years. And then they'll die. Relax. I wasn't going to say that. So, congratulations. Live long and prosper.
I'm Bill Milton, and I hope I don't drop the F-bomb on this. I wrote a little poem. See, I can't do it. Maybe I'll look out here.
Look at the goat.
Look at the dowry.
Oh, yeah, the goat. Oh, son. This is almost more comfortable. No secret. Ready? This beautiful day in front of Mount Si, I am so full of pride. Well, of course, after all, I am the father of the bride. Family and friends all gather here. Thank you for coming from far and near. Why, it was just yesterday in '83, my little girl was born to me. There we go. And now, on this memorable wedding day, my lovely grown daughter becomes a boucher. Always remember to end each day with a kiss goodnight, and the rest of your lives will be a beautiful flight. I love you both and wish you the best. May your marriage always be blessed. Love, Dad.
Yeah.